At that time, the Gustav was just an ordinary cannon. After World War I, France, having learned from experience, began building a 390-kilometer-long defensive line on its northeastern border in 1928 to prevent a German invasion. This line was a complex network of trenches, fortresses, and cannons. It was all built with reinforced concrete, with the strongest fortifications reaching a thickness of 3.5 meters. In 1933, when Hitler came to power, he began planning his conquest of the world. Looking at the Maginot Line being built by his neighbor, he decided to go big. Although Germany was forbidden from producing heavy artillery post-World War I, Hitler, ever defiant, decided in 1936 to develop a giant cannon. It needed a range of over 32 kilometers and shells that could penetrate 1 meter of steel or 3.5 meters of concrete, clearly designed for the Maginot Line. Krupp Company took on the project in 1937. Due to its immense size and highly complex technology, the first cannon was only finished in 1941. Named Gustav, after the Krupp Company's founder, this massive gun, weighing 1,350 tons with a 32-meter barrel and a 250-person crew, appeared out of nowhere as the largest and heaviest in history. The deployment required an additional 2,000 support personnel. Its construction cost alone was equivalent to 21 Tiger tanks. It could fire high-explosive shells up to 48 kilometers and armor-piercing shells up to 38 kilometers. The armor-piercing shells, weighing 7 tons, were like launching an orca 38 kilometers away. The shells were so heavy, loading required the assistance of a crane and a tank. Each shell cost approximately the same as a Panzer IV tank, and its transportation demanded specialized railway lines. The gun itself needed 25 train cars to be moved. Due to the Gustav gun's massive size, it was particularly vulnerable to Allied bombing, necessitating 2 anti-aircraft battalions. By then, Germany had bypassed the Maginot Line via the Ardennes to reach Paris. France had surrendered, so the line didn't need shelling. In 1942, with the Eastern Front urgently needing heavy artillery, the Gustav was moved to Crimea. Driven by 2 powerful diesel engines, it slowly deployed near Sevastopol. It took the effort of thousands of men 3 weeks to complete its assembly. During the Battle of Sevastopol, the Gustav was used successfully. Firing its 7-ton shells with a thunderous roar, a single shot could create a fatal damage radius of several hundred meters on the battlefield. In this battle, the Soviets' permanent fortifications were pierced by a single Gustav gunshot. In this battle, it fired a total of 48 shells. Most legendary, one shell penetrated 30 meters of Soviet fortifications, hitting an ammo depot and detonating about 1,000 tons of ammo. Aided by heavy artillery like the Karl Jarret, the German army successfully captured Sevastopol. After the battle, Sevastopol was almost completely destroyed. The Gustav was then sent to Leningrad, where it remained on standby, seeing no combat. In 1943, it was returned to Germany for repairs. In 1944, its sister railway gun, Dora, fought in Warsaw, but achieved little. Until, in 1945, after Germany's defeat, the Gustav gun was dismantled and destroyed to prevent Allied capture. Dora, its sister, was found by US forces in the Bavarian forest, then disassembled and melted down, which took 7 days and nights. The Gustav railway gun was history's heaviest, largest, and most combat-tested mobile artillery. Combat, however, being cumbersome, inefficient, and costly, it was a sitting duck without air superiority. Its combat effectiveness was minimal, except against fixed fortifications. Thus, the Gustav gun was nicknamed White Elephant.